everyone, I'm Terry with Country Living Quilts, and I have you turned down a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do all of this by myself, which kind of makes it hard sometimes. And I'm going to introduce and show to you some products that we carry here in our shop in Marquay. And once again, I'm Terry, hi, with Country Living Quilts in Marquay, Texas. And the one product I'm going to share with you today is from Guidelines for Quilters, and it is the No Slip Upgrade Ruler. And how it comes is you have these little bungee cord, and it comes 2 in a pack, and one is for your 12-inch rulers, square rulers, anything like that, and then your one is for your 24-inch ruler. And what they do is they have these little marks on them here, and you just slip them into your ruler, and they're on like a little elastic band. Let me do it this way so you can see. And you just pop it on the other side. And what you do is you move these little edges here to the size that you're going to cut. So say you're cutting a lot of 2.5-inch strips. I'm just going to put both ends, let me get close for you, at 2.5 inches. And now as I cut, I can constantly cut 2.5-inch strips without looking at my ruler and figuring out if I'm on the right place, or maybe I made a mistake. And you know, if you only buy the fabric you need, sometimes that could be a big problem for you. So this is what it looks like when they're on the ruler. And here's the big one for your 24-inch ruler. It also comes with, I know this is very hard to see, but these little grippy strips that you can put on the edge of your rulers to help you with grips. But you know what's really nice about them? They're very flexible. So say you've got a ruler that has a curve to it, you can easily make those maneuver around the curve, because a lot of our specialty rulers don't come with the slip proof like the Creative Grid and the Omni Grip and stuff do. So you're going to need a little something extra to grip your ruler to your fabric. So these little strips make it very nice to put on the edge of those curvy rulers and the non-gripped ones to keep them secure. So it's a package deal. They're on our website, and they're, oh, I don't know, between $25, $30, something like that. They're really worth the money. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn it off of me and put it down here, and now I'm going to show you, if you don't already know how to straighten up your fabric before you even begin cutting, I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you how awesome these strips really are. So let me move the camera. Excuse me for getting out of the way. You see this block up here? This is what I'm making, and so I'm doing a lot of 5-inch cuts. So that's what made me think that it'd be great to have a video for you guys to see as well. So I apologize. Let me move you and get you all set up here so you can see what I'm doing in a minute. Whoops, I apologize. It's kind of hard when you're working by yourself. And I can tell you, this is not going to be edited, so you just have to take all this with a grain of salt too. Okay, so I think you've got that. So the first thing you have to do is, your fabric, if you do not know, does not come on the bolt straight, and it doesn't go off the bolt straight. So you need to press your fabric and get that center fold crease out of it that comes from the manufacturer that way. And then you're going to take your 2 salvages and put them together. And if you can see, I have my index finger right in between the fabric, and my other finger's over on this side and my thumb is on this side, and I have it on both sides. And so now I'm going to hold up my fabric and I'm just going to move my fingers back and forth until I get this crease at the bottom, the fold line, where it looks like it's nice and straight. And once I get it to where I think it looks really nice and straight, I am going to lay it very carefully on my cutting mat, smooth it out, and try to move it as little as possible. Okay, so now I'm going to move my mat down. I have a little mat on top of a big mat to be able to do this for you guys. So let me get my rulers out of the way here. Okay, so now you can see this edge. I'm left-handed, so I cut everything. My right-handed people say I cut it all backwards. So I smooth my fabric out. I've got a nice new fold, and now I need to straighten up my fabric. So what I do is I take a ruler, and I want to waste as little as possible, and I put a line on my fold line and hold it down with my opposite hand and butt my ruler up to it. Once I have that done, I keep my hand on the good ruler now and move this one out of the way. And I crawl my hand up and I cut. Okay, so now my fabric is nice and straight. So let's get back to the ruler and what I was mentioning. So I have the long strip on 5 inches on both sides. And so all I have to do is butt this up to it, and let me see if I can get closer for you so that you can see. You have to give me a second, I apologize. Okay, so I have butt my fabric up to the blade so that I can now cut for you. Whoops. I'm going to try and get just a little bit. So my fabric is sitting right on that blade, or on that guide. And I'm going to see if I can move this and turn it just a little bit better for you. I do apologize. I am not the best photographer, but you know what? At the end of the day, I think that's not nearly as important as sharing the information for you. So I'm going to move this just a little bit more so you can see. Okay, so I have the strip, the guide, lined up. It's on my ruler. I don't have to think about it because it's kind of like a wall hitting your fabric every time. And so now all I have to do is cut. And I just hold my good fabric down and I just push it up, and see, it's a wall. I am pushing on this and it won't go any further. So it's stuck there. And so all I have to do is cut another strip. And I just keep on going and cutting as many strips as I need and just butting this up every single time. Once you use it, I guarantee you're going to wonder what you've ever done without it. So that is the guideline for quilters. It is the upgrade kit, and you can get it here at Country Living Quilts in Marquette, Texas. And our website is www.countrylivingquilt, just like one quilt.com. We hope to see you here in Marquette, Texas, in the country at Country Living Quilts. Thanks for joining us today. Bye for now.